Hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. I hope you are doing well. It is Manchester United versus AC Milan this Thursday. Huge game, and I feel like this game, there's an ominous feeling surrounding it. AC Milan versus Manchester United, two teams that are almost unparalleled in their similarities and where they are, not just as clubs, not just as fallen giants of Europe, but even this season, you know, both second in their respective leagues. I'm actually not sure where AC Milan are. I should probably check. Probably should have checked before I did this video, but oh well. I'm going to assume they're still second in the league or thereabout, and yeah. Lots to talk about in terms of this game, so I think I'll obviously get into my preferred XI at the moment, but the reason why I'm excited about this game is because I feel like these are the games that you look forward to, or you should look forward to as a Manchester United fan. Not obviously we don't want to be in the Europa League, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the games that define our season, the games that you look at and you say, okay, this game will show if we're making progress. This game doesn't really matter. This game will show if we're really taking steps in the right direction or if it was all for nothing. And these are the types of games that I love to highlight at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We've lost a Carabao Cup semi-final already this season. We lost 3 semi-finals last year already. We've been playing a strong team pretty much every single game nowadays. So there really is no excuses at this point. If we get knocked out of the Europa League, there really is no excuse. Like, if we played a weaker team and then we got knocked out, cool. He played a weaker team. He was trying to solidify top 4. We're second in the league now. And according to a lot of people, top 4 is pretty much safe after that West Ham win, right? So for me, there's no excuses now. There's 9 games left in the league, or 10 games left in the league, whatever it is. Actually, there's less than 9 games left in the league. What is it, like 8 games left in the league? So for us anyways, there's 8 games left in the league. So there's no excuses for me. There's no excuses. You cannot say you're afraid of going on such a bad run in the next 8 games that you're going to sack this round of 16. Do we all agree with that? There is no excuses. So for me, this is a must-win game for Manchester United. And if we get knocked out, I won't go as far as saying it's an absolute disgrace, because at the end of the day, that's disrespecting AC Milan. They're a good team. They missed 5 of their key players and played us off the park last time out. But I will say that it's massively disappointing and that I will not be able to get behind this manager at all if we do not clutch one of these competitions. Like, I could not give a toss about us finishing in the top 4 if there is no trophies to go with it, as you guys know. So for me, I'm excited for this game. I want to see Manchester United go out there, play for 90 minutes and get a result. Close it out. Clutch it up. Do not bottle it. Do not be Bottle Jobs FC. I do not want to make a thumbnail with a water bottle in it and a title saying we are Bottle Jobs FC again. I do not want to do that. I want to come here and be like, wow, boy, I was wrong about this team and we actually made it through to the next round. Let's look ahead at our next challenge. That is what I want, you know. But whether or not Manchester United will give us what we want is another question entirely. So who would I play in the game? Obviously, Dean Henderson in goal because David De Gea is unavailable, so not much to say about that. I would start Eric Bailly ahead of Victor Lindelof, even though he had a solid and stellar performance against West Ham. Still question marks surrounding his overall fitness. He has had a magnificent injury record at Manchester United, I must say, but because of the things, the issues surrounding his back at the moment, I think you've just got to keep him and Bailly in rotation. Plus, it's a night in Europe. Why not give Bailly a shot? Bailly is more than capable of putting on a performance. Plus, we can't draw this game 0-0. We need to actually go there and play football and win the game, in my opinion. So I mean, it's not my opinion. If we draw 0-0, we're out of the competition. So, like, that's not my opinion. Like, factually, we can't draw this game 0-0. We need to score a goal, right? So, for me, you got to play Eric Bailly, and we've got to play a bit higher up the pitch. We've got to be on the front foot. That is my opinion. On the right-hand side, he's not going to drop Aaron Wan-Bissaka, which I think is a massive mistake. Not for tonight, but I think it's a massive mistake in general to keep playing this right-back through thick and thin, because he's going to get injured at some point. Like, at some point, he's going to get injured. And that's not me trying to jinx anything. That's not me trying to be negative, but he's a human being, bro. He's going to get injured at some point. And either that or he's just going to start playing badly, like he was in the 3 months after lockdown. But anyways, Luke Shaw, you know, Roberto Carlos, Luke Telles, whatever you want to call him, bruv. Luke Shaw, Roberto Carlos on that left-hand side. Yes, lock it down. He's obviously going to go with McFred. And to be fair, we don't really have anybody else at the moment besides Matic to play. So, yeah, you got to go with McFred. Bruno ahead of him. Does Dan James start for this game? I'll post that to you. If you've made it this far in the video, let me know in the comments down below. What is your opinions of Dan James? And does he start in this game? You know, it doesn't have to be anything deep. Just say, do you like him? Do you not like him? Do you not really care? And do you think he should start? You know, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I think you got to play Dan James in this game because, like, who else are you going to play? I'm not sure if Martial's fit. I think Cavani is I mean, Martial might be fit, but I meant to say Cavani. I'm not sure if Cavani's fit, and I'm not sure what the situation is surrounding Martial at the moment. So I obviously would like to play Martial if he's available, but if for whatever reason he's not, then yeah, play James. Because if you're going to play Martial, then I think you play Rashford and Greenwood, obviously, in case you're confused. Because I know some of you will be thinking, but Dan James is not a striker, so why does Martial or Cavani starting influence that? It influences it because for me, if Martial or Cavani starts, then you cannot start James because you've got to start Greenwood and Rashford next to either Martial or Cavani. But if those two aren't starting, then you're forced to start James in a way, you know. But I just think, look, you can reward James for playing well recently, and that's fair. I'm not going to argue with people who like Dan James and who think he should be starting. But my opinions of Dan James are not going to change based on a few good games. There's a handful of games, maybe a handful and an extra finger of games this season where you can count Dan James has actually had a standout performance. The rest have been bang average as usual. Is that his fault? I don't know. I think that's a topic for another day. But the reality is, if you're asking me who I pick between Rashford and James, I'm picking Rashford. Who do I pick between Greenwood and James? I'm picking Greenwood. Who do I pick between Martial and James? I'm picking Martial. It's as simple as that. So that's it for me. In terms of score predictions, I think it will be 2-1, like I said last time. I'm not really sure what I said in my first preview, but I'm pretty sure I predicted 3-2 on aggregate, right? So I'm not sure if I predicted a 1-1 and then a 2-1, but if I did, I'm going to stick with that right now and go 2-1 in this game to make it 3-2 on aggregate overall, since we drew the first leg 1-1. And yeah, big game for Manchester United. Massively excited. And seems like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's here to stay till the summer. So, like I said in my IG video, my Instagram video, I ain't gonna get my blood pressure up, fam, over this manager, fam. It's a waste of time, fam. It's a waste of time, waste of energy, and a waste of my health. You know, shaving off beautiful years that I have on this green earth. So I ain't gonna do it, bruv. I ain't gonna let this manager be the reason I have to go to hospital, bruv. What I will say though is that if we don't win this game and we somehow were to choke top 4, IG live. Going live on Instagram, bruv. But yeah.